Now, this is a very interesting topic. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the drama surrounding Deion Sanders, former NFL football player, Hall of Fame football player, and now coach of Colorado when he was coaching Jackson State and HBCU. You understand? So basically, here is a controversy. Deion goes to Jackson State. He becomes a black college head coach. It's a lot of fanfare, a lot of discussion. Yeah, we finally got a really good coach, a lot of resources and talent and ability in the black college. We're going to do big things. He was saying that. He was encouraging kids to come to the black college, and you don't have to go to the mostly white school. You come to the black college and play according to me. He brought his boy, Shador. We'll talk about Shador in a little bit. Shador, that's Deion's son. He's a quarterback. We'll talk about him in a little bit. So that was the whole thing, but that only lasted for 2 years. From 2020 to right now, 2022, he has left Jackson State to go to the mostly white school, Colorado, and be their next head football coach. Now, before I get into it, I just want to say this. I like Deion Sanders. I've been a big fan of his for a very long time, pretty much all my life, because he started playing like when I was about 4 or 5 years old in the late 80s. I remember he was on the Cowboys, the Falcons, the 49ers, Redskins, a few teams he was on, but mostly I think it was the Cowboys during the Emmitt Smith and Troy and Michael Irvin run in the mid-90s. And at first he got drafted to the Falcons. He was there for about 3 or 4 years. So a very good football player, Hall of Fame football player. He deserves all accolades given to him as a football player and as a coach. He did very well at Jackson State. However, I understand both sides of the argument, and today I'm going to get into an explanation because it's a lot of confusion. People are like, hey, why is anybody mad? He just got another job. What's the problem? I'm going to break all that down. Now, when Deion Sanders first came to Jackson State, it was a lot into it. Like I said, come on to the black school. You don't have to go to the white. He's recruiting kids to come to Jackson State, a small HBCU. Well, small as in the football program wasn't really all that good. Hey, come here. I'm going to be here. I use my resources and my connections. And he did that. He really did do that. I don't want to take that away. When he was there, he gave part of his salary away to the school to help build the facility. He also leveraged relationships he had with people. So, for example, if he had somebody that he knew, a famous person or a rich person or whatever, that could donate uniforms, that could donate suit jackets, he did that. He had a connection with American Airlines so they could fly through American Airlines whenever they would travel a long way. He used a lot of what he has as a celebrity, as a big name person, as a guy with connections to make Jackson State better. And like I say, he brought his own boy there, his son, Shador, to be the quarterback. So he did quite a bit for the school in the 2-year period. However, there was so much put into all this pro-black, black stuff. But then in 2 years, he leaves and goes to mostly white school. So people are upset about that part of it. Now, I think maybe if he came into it being more open and honest, saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to be here for a while. I help you guys get to a certain point. And then once you get there, I may move on. But of course, you're talking about college, sports, or a job in general. That's not how it goes. Especially nowadays, there's not much job loyalty. And I don't blame that on employees for not being loyal to their job because the employer is not loyal to you. You get fired in a heartbeat. You get laid off, fired, they'll reconfigure, all kind of stuff. Okay, so I don't put blame on anybody for that, but I think this situation lets us realize that it's like that. Okay, any other college is the same way. Take for example, Lane Kiffin. Well, he was on USC last time I checked, or I don't really watch college sports like that, so please forgive me. But he was on USC, and then I saw him again somewhere else. Like, these guys, they job hop. Nick Saban, all these people, they may go from playing, or not playing, but coaching college sports to the NFL, and it's just like that. Same thing with the NBA and college basketball. Mike Krzyzewski may go from Duke to the NBA. He coached the dream team, well, the redeemed team, with LeBron and Dwayne Wade and whatnot back in 2008. But he's a college basketball coach. So these guys will cross over from pro to amateur, from small school to big school, from big school to big school, because guess what? It's a job. It's about money. You can't really expect loyalty. These guys may come to your grandmama's house, sit on the couch with you and say, hey, you know what? If you give your boy to our school, return him from a boy into a man who have a great opportunity, he'll be recruited by all 32 NFL football teams. He will be in the best position here. And I guarantee you, Miss Johnson, Smith, Beverly, whatever your name is, that I'm going to be here and I'll look after your boy. But then he leaves in a year. That's how it happens with regular college sports. So it shouldn't be anything different expected of Deion Sanders, because he's just the same as anybody else. Okay, I'm at Jackson State. Now I'm going to go over here. Business-wise, this makes sense. This is just how it operates. And like I said, he did quite a bit for Jackson State in the 2 years he was there. More than I think anybody else could have, because you're not really going to get a big name like Deion to come to that school and be a coach at all. And that's part of the problem. A lot of pro-blacks are still hung on to the idea of HBCUs. And if you don't know, a lot of guys may not really know what these are. That's historically black colleges. Historically, it doesn't mean that it's 100% black or you can't get there if you're not black. That's not how it works. Historically black, meaning maybe at one point in time during segregation, it was all black because you had to go there. You couldn't go to a mostly white school or any kind of, you had to go to black school, white school, whatever. But the school didn't just go away after integration. It was still there, but you still got alma mater, alumni, and whatnot. They're sending their kids there. It's in a certain area. So it just kind of stayed mostly black. It may not be 100% black, and some HBCUs are majority white. I think West Virginia State University, that's mostly white, but it's HBCU. So at one point it was all black. Now it's like 75% white. But that's a different story. I digress. The whole point is that it's not a thing that means only blacks can attend. It just means that it's historically black, probably has a very high black population. The problem with a lot of these schools is that the alumni, any kind of donors, they don't really give to these schools. And any kind of person that could help it grow more than what it is, they don't stay there. Deion is a prime example. See, Deion could be a big resource for Jackson State to flourish, especially if more guys like him went to the coaching staff, if more guys like him were part of the alumni and they were giving back and they would go there to teach. You can make Jackson State be a really big institution. But at a certain point, you have economics that plays into it. So rather than going to Jackson State and getting paid a certain amount of money in the SWAC conference, SWAC conference, I'm not calling it WAC, I'm calling it the SWAC, which is what it is. Rather than being over there in that conference, I'm going to go to Colorado and get a big, crazy pay increase. I'm going to have more opportunity. And I might come from here in Colorado to go, I don't know, USC, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, who knows, right? Go Vols. But anyway, I may go there because I'm coaching, I'm starting from the ground up, and I'm going to keep moving up the ladder. That's how it works in college sports. You can't expect anything different. However, if we're going to go by the whole pro-black argument, Deion and anybody else, what he did was wrong. If we're going by that. Personally, I don't go by that. I don't really go by that. But I do understand those who are upset. It's like, hey, well, you said this, this, and this. Now you gone. What's going on? I saw it come. I knew it would happen because I know people aren't really serious about that. They'll talk a good talk while they're there to get you on their side. But at a certain point, you get economics to play into it. If I can't get paid what I want over here, I'm going to go here. Better opportunity, better staff, better this, that, and the third, visibility. All right, cool. I'm going to go over there. And about his boy, Shedeur, if I'm saying his name wrong, please forgive me. But his son, the quarterback at Jackson State, he probably will go with his dad. Why wouldn't he? Why would you bring your boy to this kind of low-ranked school, be honest with you? And the whole point, the whole reason why you brought him there is because you're going to be the coach and you'll guide him in the right direction. You give him everything he needs. He'll be up under your tutelage. Why would you leave him where you were? Bring him with you. Why not? That'll be pretty much what goes on. I mean, who's a quarterback right now in Colorado? Is there anybody that I would know? Again, I'm not really into college sports like that, but I mean, is there a guy that can't be replaced? I think he'll bring his boy with him, and that'll be pretty much how it is. So I think to anyone that's out there who's upset at Deion, this is a teachable moment. You have to understand that these guys may do some good things. They may help in a situation, but ultimately they are more self-serving. And that's not really wrong. That's just how life is. We can't get caught up in the emotions and the feelings of it. We got to look at things for how they are, not what we think or feel they should be. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about Deion Sanders leaving the mostly black college to go to Colorado, mostly white college? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. Does race not matter? It's all about opportunity. Hey, I'm at a very small school. Now I can go to a very, not a very big school, but a bigger school. And then from there, I may go to even bigger school. It's all about moving up. Is that what it's about? Or is it about something else? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at with it. When you're looking at it from a logical point of view, this makes sense. This is how college sports is. This is how jobs are. This is how employment is. You want to, it's like, okay, you working in the mailroom of a particular place, work your way up to a manager, the boss, or whatever. You go all the way to the top. Even if that in that same company, you work your way up. You got a resume. Okay, I started over here, and then I went here. You want to constantly elevate and increase your ability to earn and your skill. That's what you should do in general as a person on planet Earth, regardless of what field you're involved in. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.